I'm Jay Miller, petitioner of the Constitution's checks and balances. An official order mandate the government be checked for corruption. And this is Donald Trump, being the 45th president of the United States, who was petitioned by the Constitution's checks and balances. And now, the media, as you see right here, Democratic role as watchdogs, holding the powerful accountable, honesty, integrity, transparency, and especially for those most at risk of being left out. Being the Constitution's checks and balances petitioner, I am empowered to stop inequality, social injustice, and police brutality. The Constitution's checks and balances being petitioned to the executive branch of the government, as what you see right there. He shall take care that the laws be faithfully executed and shall commission all officers of the United States. Now that was Donald Trump when he was first in office. And being in office, AI ain't gonna tell you this because the computer don't know more than what you put in it. And they have left that out. Why? It stops inequality, social injustice, and police brutality. And here you see the petition for action. And also down there, you'll see I'm owed $5 million a day for the Treasury failing to disperse money owed for the United States Supreme Court imposing slavery. Oh, you didn't know nothing about that. What? They didn't put that in? AI. You don't know no more than what they put it in you, and that's all the computer can do. Now, as for the president, I petitioned the Constitution checks and balances of which he refused to honor, but he took oath of office to honor the Constitution checks and balances, so he breached his oath of office. Executive branch is responsible for enforcing the laws of the land. And this is what President Donald Trump has refused to do. But he's violating the law of the land because refusal, as I said, violates Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution to take care that the laws are faithfully executed. As you see the documentation right there, affirming such to be true. And Donald Trump breached oath of office. Now, this is also, they didn't put that in AI. That is the impeachment for Donald Trump when he was previously in office. Commenced impeachment of President Trump. Violated oath of office, refusing to address the checks and balances. When I said checks and balances, an official order mandate the government be checked for corruption. And also, all three branches are corrupt, usurping the Constitution's checks and balances, of which they are obligated both morally and by law. And as you see right there, there's the seal. And also over there, received by the U.S. Marshals. Oh, the U.S. Marshals going out there and getting the most wanted in everybody, but when it comes to white-collar crime, they have not executed their job. Now, President-elect, as I said, yeah, certified mail receipt signed that they received this. And as you can see, delivered November 26, 2024, of which they have not addressed concealment. And to prove that, there you see me. Yeah. And received from Donald Trump's office. Before you take office, you must publicly acknowledge breaking oath of office, which requires 2/3 of both houses for you to take office. That he didn't do. And also $6.75 billion to me, Jay Miller. Now, $6.75 billion. Well, Michael Jordan just got a Pininfarina Batista. Well, I need one of those. Yeah, an airplane, I need one of those. And a yacht, yeah, I need one of those. That's the kind of money, $6.75 billion, that they're oppressing me from having, that they owed for imposing slavery, violating the 13th Amendment, which abolished slavery. That's a government cover-up. They didn't want you to know they violating that right. But at the same time, there you have it right there. Disqualification for holding office. No person shall be elected or the president who, having previously taken oath of office, as I showed you. See right there. You got to take oath of office before you can take office of which he took the oath of office, then he breached the oath of office. To support the Constitution shall have engaged in insurrection or rebellion against, that's in defiance of the Constitution, refusing to honor the Constitution checks and balances, which are an essential part of the Constitution. But Congress may, by a vote of 2/3 of each house, remove such disability. But he didn't do that because he don't go by the law. He's doing whatever he wants, when he wants, which he cannot do. Now, the corruption goes all the way to the United States Supreme Court, where we have Justice Amy Coney Barrett, United States Supreme Court Associate Justice. And as you see, oh yeah, they received that right there. And need to, the FBI failed to take action. President Biden breached oath of office, concealing the checks and balances. Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, was called to take it to the floor of the House, which he concealed from the public. That's a criminal act. Title 18, Section 1001, concealment. These are criminal acts by the officials in office right now. You have to see me. I am the petitioner of the Constitution, checks and balances, empowered. Now, corruption is a trickle-down theory, and that starts with President Donald Trump, as I showed you. Now, here's his cabinet. And, yeah, once again, you can see that filed in the federal courts. US Attorney General Pamela Bondi enforced the rule of law concerning the Constitution's checks and balances. This takes precedence over all matters to uphold the integrity of the Constitution. And as you see, that was March 4th. This is May 21. That's irrelevant. She has concealed it from the public, being the United States Attorney General Pamela Bondi. She didn't enforce the rule of law, order the Treasury to disperse, check me out, $13.3 billion. As I said, I'm worth more money than Michael Jordan and LeBron James and, throw in Oprah Winfrey. Those are your billionaires. $13.3 billion is what they owe me. Now, as I said, that's generational money. My family will never have to worry about nothing, so pay me right now. Now, as I said, this was, you got that delivered March 1st. Now, that was the United States Attorney General. Here we go with the FBI director. Yeah, once again, now, filed in the federal court. And that's your boy, Director Kash Patel. Supposed to be the highest ranking law enforcement officer in the land, and he's corrupt. The whole cabinet is corrupt. And as I said, this is a preliminary injunction, monetary damages for intentional discrimination. As you see right there. Pay the man, and pay the man. Of which they have not done because they've concealed that from the public with no intention to disperse the money owed and make it official. Public docket. And yeah, who you see at the bottom of that? It's your boy, Donald Trump. Yeah. Hey, as I said, now, That was Donald Trump. And once again, we back to Pamela Bondi. Go public. Remember I said concealment is a criminal act under Title 18, Section 1001. Also, that's a criminal act in conspiracy with the rest of them, because you see all of them have concealed the Constitution's checks and balances right there. And to keep that concealed from the public, here we have Federal Judge Matthew P. Brookman, who was supposed to be arrested by the U.S. Marshals, but it never came to fruition because they're a part of it. Yeah, you got the law enforcement in it, and the media have to be a part of that. As I said, in court order for media to cover the Constitution's checks and balances and President Biden's indictment. Yeah, once again, he breached oath of office. And when I say the whole cabinet, well, you know who that is, the Speaker of the House. Take that to the floor, of which he's been petitioned to do. As you see right there, once again, we got him filed, and that's who that is. And yeah, Speaker of the House has concealed that criminal act in conspiracy against rights, Title 18, Section 241, and oppression. Because remember, I'm owed $13.3 billion. Yeah, that's hospitals, stores, employment for those that Donald Trump has put in the unemployment line. And what they said, the journalists is supposed to be the watchdogs of this. And because it cannot be a government cover-up without the media. Journalism is a watchdog for the public interest, ensuring that those in power are held accountable. Well, they have to be held accountable as President Donald Trump violates Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution to take care that the laws are faithfully executed. And what was that? If you breach oath of office, requires termination of office. This is on Trump himself. He did this to himself. Media, all those white supremacists, that's over. He did this himself. And as I'm talking, what I said, yeah, annotations 10 enables every citizen at any time to bring the government and any person in authority to the bar of public opinion by just criticisms upon their conduct and the exercise of the authority which the people have conferred upon them. Now, the evils to be prevented were not just the censorship of the press merely, but any action of the government by means of which it might prevent such free and general discussion absolutely essential to prepare the people for an intelligent exercise of their rights. And I am the petitioner of the Constitution's checks and balances to do that there. As I show you right here, the Department of Justice is responsible for enforcing the federal laws. You just seen the US Attorney General Pamela Bondi violate that right, preventing crime and protecting the rights of the American people. There you have it right there. And as you see, transparency is used as a means of holding public officials accountable and fighting corruption. So media got to hold Donald Trump accountable. And I'm owed $13.3 billion, generational money, airplanes, yachts, hospitals, schools. Yeah, with me, I'm sent to represent. So, yeah, we the people will prosper from this $13.3 billion. So, subscribe to the channel. Reign on government corruption. And as you will see, how I'm using the Constitution's checks and balances. First of all, it's going to tell you that checks and balances are fundamental elements of the Constitution of democracy that prevent unconstrained exercise of power. Government powers are limited. United States Supreme Court violate Article 1, Section 9, powers denied government. No more explanation need be made after that. Yeah. So And without that, we're left with a rule of power, which Donald Trump is doing because he's not going by the rule of law. Said not the rule of law. And I was also kidnapped. So the Constitution divides checks and balances against the people's liberty. Our right to freedom is what they're violating right here. And as I said, the trickle-down theory. You got the President of the United States Attorney General Pamela Bondi. You got the FBI Director Kash Patel. You got the Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. You got the Supreme Court Justice, Amy Barrett. All of these are concealing the Constitution's checks and balances. And why? Motive. Money, power, and pussy. That's what their motive is. $13.3 billion money. Power, I'm empowered by the Constitution's checks and balances, which is an event to be proven before a candid world. Yeah, me against their best one. And that would be Pamela Bondi, United States Attorney General. And the entire cabinet, along with President Donald Trump, are corrupt. It's my time. It's showtime. 50 states, 50 protests demand the Constitution's checks and balances. That is what upholds the integrity of the Constitution. United States Air Force. Yeah, I'm a fly guy.